Okay, so now I know I've thrown so much information at you, right? So, what does it mean whenever you have a lot of information being thrown at you? Well, it means that I'm gonna quiz you on all of that information. I know, I'm such an evil instructor and I'm sorry, but I definitely do have your best interest at heart. I don't want to quiz you, to test you and to make you fail. I just want to quiz you to make sure that your foundation is stable and that you're actually acquiring all of the knowledge that you're learning and not simply just watching the videos, but actually retaining everything, right? That's why the quizzes exist. It's not for me to be an evil guy, even though maybe sometimes I can be a little evil, but I actually do want to help you. So, here is what I've come up with for you to test your skills and retain your knowledge. I want you to create two tests. The first test is going to run on Chrome 62, Windows 8.1, with a screen resolution of 1024 by 768. The second test is going to run on Chrome 48 on Linux. So those are the two tests that you need to write, and there are some constraints. You are not allowed to look at my code or your code that you've written now, especially for the setup method. This setup method for the creating source driver. I want to test your ability to reuse the notes and the previous lectures to be able to reconstruct the code from scratch. You should not be copying the code that I've had before because that would be way too easy. So I want you to recreate it from scratch. Look at the previous videos, look at the notes that you took, and try to recreate your own remote drivers that are going to run on these configurations. And obviously you can use the Sauce Labs configurator to help you get the values that you need in order to make that happen, because no one can remember all of these values like Windows 8.1 and Chrome 62. Like, how do I enter those strings, right? You don't have to remember that, but I want you to recreate everything else on your own, doing your best. And if your notes and videos aren't good, if your notes aren't good enough, just go back in the videos and rewatch them. And then that way you're actually re-reviewing the lectures that you previously have seen. Okay, so set those tests up, and then the test that you're going to rerun is going to be pretend test number 2. All I did was actually just copy over this entire test into the tests, the quiz test that you have to write, and then you're obviously just going to have to reset the sample application page to have a new driver. And that's really easy. You're just, setting sample application page is equal to new sample application page and passing your new driver. Because previously in our setup method, we were setting the application page with this driver here that was set using the create source driver. But now you're creating your own drivers with your new configurations. And so therefore you have to set your own sample application page. I think that all makes sense. Give that a shot. Again, just do your best. And when you come back, I'll give you the answer.